All right, on this job today, this log cabin we put in about 30 years ago. We're finally getting around to doing a garage here. I got this all laid out, got some batter boards up. Spent a couple hours down here this morning. The building's 40 by 40, and it is basically one tall story, and then there's a big loft and dormer that goes all the way across the back end for a big loft. Not sure what I was thinking back here on this, but it's working. Anyway, nice day down here. So we're not going to do a log building, but we are going to side it with that cedar scroll siding with the wavy edge, thick butt, wavy edge. So project next year. All right, early morning here, back down on this job. It's been dug out. We're gonna start forming up the foundation today. Looks like we got this little bit to dig, but we can form our way around the corners and get everything set, start bracing it off. We'll see how far we get. We got form panels there and a bunch of bracing 2x and some odds and ends. Looks like the rebar and the mesh showed up and the plastic and all the rest of the stuff we need. So, start of a new series.
Here again.
Okay, we're digging out the rest of the front there. We'll build a little bridge to get back over and do the rest of the grading once we set through there. But we're set all the way around here. I'm gonna start staking it off. We're set up to that corner. I got my last form to run out there, and then we can close the front up. It's going pretty good, but while he's digging that, I'm gonna start adding stakes along here, and then we'll straighten it after that. Little tiny low spot right there. I gotta jack that up. Okay, let's see. Got that wall braced off. Got my filler and my ledge board in. The engineer needed some areas that were built up in front of the anchor bolts where all the brace panels are, so I can't really cut a hole in these forms to increase the width by 1.5 inches there for the shelf, so I'll just increase the entire length of that side. All right, that's our rebar in, plastics down, our footing pads in, do the wire mesh. Sorry about the spin, garage door recesses tomorrow, and some hold down bolts, and that'll be a wrap for that. That's a little build down for the garage door recess. It's let me zoom in a little bit there. It's 5.5 there, and that comes into the opening 3.5, and then 5.5 past, so there's room for the garage door track to sit down in there too. So that'll get it all poured out, and then we'll pull that off and finish it out when we're troweling the floor out. You could probably scrape it out after you pour if you're careful. I know some guys do, but I think down here in this county you have to form it in or you won't pass pre-pour inspection. So I'm going to do the one for down there, and that'll also help drag the wire in. I can what I'll probably do is put some braces back and down to tie it down to hold that level there, just to make sure it's all correct before I leave. But we'll be able to drag the wire over that a lot easier. All right, a little more activity here, blowing out the leaves. Brian spraying the form, release. String lines are run, grade stakes are set. Pump truck's here, just setting up. It is, let me check my phone, about 20 to 8, 8:30 is first mud. 2 trucks coming right away, and then every 25-30 minutes after that. Germs over here, we're getting everything laid out. So I'll keep you updated. May just time lapse a bunch of it. All right, I'm gonna put you on time lapse here. Getting this first lift wrapped up. That'll probably be the end of this truck too when we get there. And then I'll probably use one more truck to bring it up, and then we'll start streeting stuff. All right, I completely forgot about this camera. I was out back over there pouring a little tractor slab. We had some extra mud. We kind of ordered it long. But these guys got the rest of this down while I was gone. And pump truck's all gone. Concrete's gone. I don't know what the final yardage was, but I'll find out here in a minute. Just gonna have a quick snack and then go work the edges on that tractor slab while these guys start this. And then I'll probably, let's see, zoom in. I'll probably start pulling these door recesses next when I come back. It's looking good. Still working it.
Well, will it hurt if I don't cut it till 2 or 3 days from now?
I'll leave this here, Lynn, in case you got to darken any of those up.
Well, if it rains tonight.
Yeah. All right, I forgot to film an outro down there when I was wrapping up the pour. That's it for the first episode. There'll be more soon, I guess.